Hello and welcome to day 3 of the first few minutes, where I'm going to be looking at the first few minutes of a new customer journey, and today I'm going to be looking at Bento. So Bento is all-in-one marketing and all-in-one marketing automation platform. Okay, there's an awful lot of stuff going on here. Got some header bar at the top giving updates, search bar. It seems to be a primary and secondary navigation. Loads of calls to action. Well, start your trial, demo, start free trial, tweets, scrolling. That's an awful lot of stuff to take in. So where do I start free trial? By emailing here. Okay. Yeah, very busy page. Not sure if the guys have tested this, but there's an awful lot to take in there. So let me just mute the phone. Unlocking free trial for Nathan James Power. Okay. Secure connection failed. Not sure what that's about. Thank you so much for choosing Bento. Let's begin your free trial. 30-day trial. Access to all features. Onboarding and support. Email warm-up and list consultation. Onboarding only takes a few minutes and is accompanied with a video guide. Okay, so that's great. They're letting me know exactly what I can expect from these first few minutes. So let's see if it pans out that way. I'm ready. Continue to sign up. Okay. So on one hand, I think that's quite good because it gets you through the door. You've already committed to putting the email in, and then it asks you for more details, sort of in a 2 or 3 stage thing. They could do that in onboarding in the app, but maybe this is the onboarding, so we'll see. So let's go. It's great that they've also got some, I keep getting an error here. There were some testimonials here. Okay, it's asking me to fill out my credit card details, which I'm going to go ahead and do. Okay, so we're back in and my credit card has gone through. Your card was successfully authorized. Now fill out your profile. So I'm feeling already that I kind of been a little bit of sucker punched into this, because it was on the landing page was fill out your email to get started, and from then I was taken in. I presumed I was going to go straight into the app and see move my way around, but I've been sort of presented with several sign-up forms, having to give my credit card. Obviously, that's fine. But now I have to continue entering data before I can even get in to see what's up. Profile photo. Okay, there's nothing here that indicates that I should be clicking here to upload. In fact, you can barely see the outline here. Anybody with remotely any sort of vision impaired disability would not see that. So you definitely want to include some kind of icon there at the upload, or even put the wording there, click to upload or something along those lines. Okay, I'm not going to do that now. Time zone is not auto detected, but never mind. Of course, it's not very reliable anyway, because you can be on a server from anywhere in the world. What site will we be working on? In Bento, a team can have as many sites as you want, so feel free to spin up a test or 2. Nathan's test sites. URL include blah 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 blah. Okay, we're going to take the first few minutes. Should all your visitors be subscribed to marketing by default? Not quite sure what that means. If as soon as somebody signs up, they're automatically put into a marketing group, or if I'm not actually sure what that means. Bento teams enforce maximum data protection, browser enabled. Okay, so I'm not sure what that means, because in Europe there's some very strict laws on what you can and can't do, and you have to overtly tell people what they're signing up to and everything. So I'm not quite sure about that. We're going to go ahead and click next. Okay, and now I'm in. Nice little animation there saying woohoo, you made it through. Okay, so I'm waiting for my first event. I don't know what that is. I'm still getting some kind of empty error thing here loading. Not sure. So let's install Bento Track and create your new site. You've created a new site. We're excited to see what you do with it. To begin sending data into Bento, choose a source below. So I'm going to go with no tracking simply because I don't have any of these items set up, and go with import subscribers, which is going to ask me to import subscribers, isn't it? I don't have that either. Is there another option I can go with just to look around? It would be nice, I mean, I'm sure these guys know better than I do what the sort of the WoW activation moment is, and probably obviously getting your data into the system is going to be a big part of that. Obviously for me right now, I would love to have the option to do this later, because I don't have data. So I'm very good language, but I'm not sure. Press scan search. Okay. Install Bento tracking. But surely for me to install some kind of tracking system, that just goes on the website. And what if I don't have any of these? Maybe it's hard coded, or I just need the code to. Yeah, I really am a bit confused here. So let's install Bento tracking. Okay, so to begin sending data to Bento, you need to choose a source below and follow the instructions. Typically, I say typically, but typically a flow for installing any kind of code is to be able to. You see, I hadn't even seen it. So I say typically it's to embed the script on your site, and whether that's a developer or yourself, or they would take that code and upload it. It's great that they have this done automatically for these platforms, but this was the first thing I was looking for, and I didn't see it at all. Didn't see it at all. Okay, so choose a data source to start sending advice. Start user activity forms and more with our tracking library. Read our docs. Read API. Okay, so if I copy this, now how am I supposed to get past this? So I've copied it. Start by tracking user activity form, blah, blah, blah. So say I now post that into my website, is that automatically going to come up here? Because there's no indication of add Bento, read our docs. You know, so this takes me away from the flow already. So I'm following what you're saying. I'm reading the docs, but it's taking me away. And now going back, it's taking me back to the beginning. So this is a little frustrating because I have to start again. Yeah, and then I'm gonna have to copy this, take it into my website, and then what happens? Let's go ahead and try this. I use a website builder. I use it for all of my sites. Okay, now, see, this is where I'm not sure what's supposed to happen because it's waiting for my first event. So it has to be, so there's nothing, okay. So the system needs to see my trigger custom events and is waiting for an event. That's fair enough. But here, there's not even confirming that the code has been uploaded to the site. It would be nice to have that ticked as well, that you should be able to check. Let me try this again, actually putting it just on this individual page. Okay, now I've reloaded and it's gone to a completely different screen. Ask for my okay, so now everything's changed for me. So when I click on what was the home icon earlier, which was taking me to that screen, I'm presuming this is because it's seen that the code is in place. But now I can't see any of the progress in that chart to see that yes, it has been included, and I can see that it's just capturing me in Spain. That's it. So I've been completely thrown out of that sort of checklist walkthrough, and I have no idea where I am or what I'm doing now. People. So all visitors, 1 minute ago, one event. Broken Dawn, sorry. So what is that? triggered the first few minutes. Okay. But I have no idea what, I haven't read the manuals. I don't have time for that, obviously, right now. But I don't know what Broken Dawn refers to. I really don't know what that means. So let's go to people. So that's visitors and subscribers. Email, ready to broadcast a message. Send large-scale data-driven emails to your visitors and start generating sales. Workflows. Bento has been very nicely designed. It looks fantastic, it really does. But I have to admit, I am very lost. I don't know what it is I'm supposed to be doing. I really don't. I understand that I'm tracking customers, visitors, and actions taken. It's tracking those actions. It's tracking those events. But then, for example, the email, okay, so we've been able to send out a broadcast, being able to send that email. Those are people who sign up via our website with those events that are tracked, I'm guessing. But there's no real... When I was first signing up on those initial forms, it was great. It let me know exactly what to expect over the next, well, the initial first few minutes. But then as soon as I was taken into the app, it was kind of like, here you go, you know, with no real guidance of, look, this is what you need to get set up first. I was with the checklist, but again, it was very nebulous as well. It was, okay, I'm going to install this, even though it was very difficult for me to find what I needed to install, even though it was there in front of me. And then I was taken out of that flow once I had installed it. So there's no real sense of, look, do this. You need to get this installed on your site. Then you can start tracking. And hey, do you know, once you've done that, you can send emails to the people that sign up. And this is how it's done. There's the workflows. I mean, obviously, if you're working with email marketing, you can understand the sense of what is an email, what is a workflow. Capture, I'm not sure, is that a form? Are we capturing change how your website looks and feels to specific users? Begin by launching your first campaign. So I'm not sure exactly what that is. Attribution, okay, we all understand attribution. And then reports. But yeah, well, I really feel as a new user here, and granted, a new customer is obviously going to read through the entire website, or scan through the website, I should say, to have a better idea of what it is they're doing. But even still, coming in here and then sort of feeling a bit lost. I know I saw a screen just now or about getting some help, but it wasn't until I got here to get a one-on-one session, workflows. Okay, ensure when to start, accept invite. I wonder how many people actually do that though. If I can't discover myself how something works within the first few minutes, I know that I'm not going to be contacting support and I'm not going to be asking for help. And even if there was some kind of pop-up here, it's very, very unlikely that I'm even going to say, I need help getting this set up. Unless it was life or death software, I personally wouldn't be doing that, and I don't think a lot of potential customers would either. So I think basically what's really lacking here is a sense of a proper onboarding. It was sort of almost done there, taking all my data. But as soon as that was done, the actual software just left me in it. It just dropped me in it. And like I said, it looks amazing. It looks really well designed. Aesthetically, it sort of gives you confidence. It makes you think that this is a seriously developed product with a serious team behind it. The only thing is, for me to learn how to use this without having to contact support, there needs to be some serious sort of onboarding walkthrough kind of data presented to me. So I hope that was helpful anyway. I will be back tomorrow with another one of these first few minute reviews, and I hope it was helpful.